So, yeah, like, so how can we make America back together again? How can we make America be a strong nation? How can we make it better? Well, like my friend Caden always tell me, he says somebody has to be an adult in the situation. Somebody has to be an adult. It's funny that most people think they all an adult, but most of them act like 5 and 2-year-olds around the world and back. Nobody isn't really an adult. If you think about it, we pout when we don't get our way. We get mad when we don't get our way. We become very easily triggered and frustrated when somebody says something to us or whatever. We still act like children, but I have seen children act more like an adult than a child. But a lot of adults are not adults. Somebody got to be an adult. And I can tell you right now, all those politicians in Washington, D.C., all of them are old. All of them are going senile. All of them need to retire because their mind is lost. I think half of them think it's still 1980 or 1990 because a lot of them are shocked how much they keep getting caught in their scandals. And it's like, you do realize there's social media here, right? And you do realize we got the internet, hackers, but they so stuck in their time warp, they don't even have an idea or clue, what is going on. They're out of touch with this century. It's the 21st century. They need to catch up with the times. But a lot of these old folks are not. They only care about making sure their next generation is have a lot of wealth. They also make sure that certain individuals have their requests in, which is not fair because a lot of us vote for them for our human rights, our civil rights, and our pursuit of happiness in this country. And last and not least, a lot of when you get old, I'm not bashing any old person out there, but I'm just saying what I'm just seeing. When people get old, they don't care about too much what's going on in the world. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you're already about to be 6 feet underneath the ground. So you're about to meet the Green Reaper any day, right? So when you're old, you care less about the environment. You care less about the next generation. You care about the general wealth in this country. You don't care about anything. Now you're just an old man with a cane wanting to crack people's heads with it. And that's all you want to do. So a lot of them are old. So a lot of them are going to die, pretty soon. I know that's kind of harsh, but that's the reality. A lot of them are going to pass away. And due to the fact there might be more young people who wants to be politicians. Now, my friends, they ask me, they say, well, Jasmine, you should be a politician. I said, I would have got assassinated, straight up. I would have been assassinated. They all bust out laughing like, I don't think you would. I say, no. I know I would, because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to help my community, help the country. I'm focused on the agenda here. I'm focused on the agenda here. That's why I'm going to get killed. Because I'm not thinking. But most people like, you never know. You might be in that situation when, people offer you $50 million to make a bill difficult for, say, like minors to get health care or something like that. But it's like, here's the difference here. And I know people are going to disagree about this. But if you're close to God and you pray and you read the Bible and you have a deep relationship with God and you talk to Jesus every day, and you're so close to God and Jesus, I don't think any temptation will get you. Any temptation. I'm going to tell you why. It would never happen to me. Because there have been many temptations where people had done something to me, and I couldn't do the opposite, but I never did. For example, I went to the Family Dollar to get some cases of bottled water. There was this Muslim mother I think she had like 6 kids. 6 or 7. She had 6 or 7 kids, and they were walking through our neighborhood. They always do this. When the sun goes down, they always walk through our neighborhood. So the ladies, had the little stroller, and the lady was like pointing at the water bottles. Now, she could say, can I have some water? But she act like she was 2 and can't even tell me what she wants, and is a grown woman. But anyway, I said, you want a bottle of water? And she said, yes, I'd like to have one, please. So I opened it up and gave her one and gave all 7 of her kids bottled water. It was hot that day. It was 92 degrees. And I gave them bottled water. So you're probably like, oh, well, that's not temptation. Yes, it is. Because a lot of people today are very selfish and stingy. Any other person would just look at the lady like, no, I'm not giving you my bottled water. You know how much this bottled water costs? It costs a lot of money. I'm not giving you this bottled water. But because I've been close to God and Jesus, and I talk to him, and I have a relationship with God and Jesus every single day, I did not think twice to give them bottled water. Plus, I had 2 other cases of bottled water. It did not hurt me because I had 2 other cases of bottled water, but also it would not kill me and it would not hurt me of getting bottled water to other people. And I did that because 1, I have a big heart, and then 2, I'm showing the world the image of Jesus. We have to continue showing the image of Jesus. Most people don't like what we do because they look at it as a taking advantage. They look at it like you being a pushover, but you know your boundaries. Now, it'd be different if I had 1 case of bottled water. Then I would tell the lady, no, I'm sorry, I can't give you no bottled water. But since I had 2 cases of bottled water, why not give her and her kids some bottled water? What I'm making a point is that if I was a politician and somebody offered me $50 million, I would turn it down. A lot of people are like, oh, that's a lie. Are you sure? Because I could be a drug dealer or smuggling drugs to other countries, and I can get like 50 mil just doing that. Or I can snatch up people and start doing human trafficking. And human trafficking is a $1 billion business. But I'm not like that, and it's disgusting, and it's ridiculous and terrible that people do that. But some people do it to survive, other people do it with evil wickedness. So what I'm basically saying, if I was a politician, somebody offered that, I wouldn't take it. Why? Because I'm not doing shady, corrupted business to make me rich. I think anybody can be a criminal. Because criminals make a lot of money, but there's a price. There's 2 prices. 1, you get killed. 2, you go to prison for life. And I'd rather have my freedom. And I'd rather die in peaceful and have a legacy, a good legacy, when I pass away, when people hear my name and stuff. So what I'm saying is, you can make $50 million in any kind of way. You can scam people to make $50 million. But I would not do that because I'm close to God. I would not do that. But my point is, the problem is, America is dying, and because it has 3 issues. It has corruption, it has greed, and it's divided by so many different things. It's not even funny. I can only pray to God that America will get better, but it's funny. I keep hearing people say it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. I sit there and tell myself, I say, God is the ultimate power. He controls everything. He allows things to happen for a reason, but he is the ultimate power of everything. I don't believe things will get worse, but mankind makes it worse because mankind doesn't want to fix the issue because of those 3 things and the other 3 things I previously said. So I'm going to pray for America, and you should too. And I'm also going to pray for around the world because everybody's suffering. The only people that's not suffering is the politicians, the wealthy people, and the corruption people are not suffering. But trust me when I say, if you don't believe in God, that's okay. If you don't believe in heaven and hell, that's okay. But I'm telling you now, there is a hell, and a lot of people going there. Trust me. Y'all have a good one.